company's mission. Why is that? Because, for example, a friend of mine told me, but all MLM companies have unique products. Why would Greenway be any different? Forbes actually produced these 10 intangible qualities of successful product. And if we go through 10 of them briefly, does it have unique features, Greenway? Yes, it does. Amazing patents in microfiber. That is unlike any other, nothing on the market. Does it have a mass appeal? Yes, for everybody, every single person in the world. Does it solve a problem? Yes, massive. It's for eco, cleaning, and for health. Any problems, health problems, we will talk about it later. Can you easily explain how it works? Definitely. They're very easy to use. Is there a magical transformation or a demo? There's a lot of Facebook groups, there's a lot of videos and photos and before and after that, yes, definitely. Is it multifunctional? Yes, definitely. We can, actually, it's very multifunctional. Can you answer the questions the viewer is thinking? Yes, we can. Are there any proven results? Definitely, again, before and after. Is there a powerful offer with a supportive cost? Now, this is massive because the cost actually doesn't reflect the quality. They're very, very good price. So they're very cheap, really, in comparison to what they are. Is it credible? Are the testimonials? Yes, there are. And we will have, I'm sure, testimonials from professionals as well, if it's doctors or beauticians or just everyday users, really. So you can see on this picture, they are cloths, cleaning cloths, mostly for personal hygiene. They're different colors and for different uses and different purposes and different surfaces.
Katka, sorry to disturb you again.
Yeah.
We see just the first slide.
Oh my goodness, why is this doing it? So you can't see my intangible. This one? Now?
Yeah, now it's fine. Now it's okay. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So did you see all of this? Well, I'll just show you. I'm not going to go through it. I'm really sorry about it. So these are the qualities of a successful products that are produced by Forbes, and they are a proof that Greenway products are successful products, and therefore Greenway is a successful company with them. If we are worried that cleaning products, once we use them, once we buy them, they actually last for 2 years, what else are we going to buy? I'm pleased to let you know that I think this year we are meant to have another 2,000 products, different ones that are coming to Europe because they're already on market in Russia, but they are coming to Europe as well. So there's dried cosmetics, there's tea, all 100% again natural. So I'm very excited about it. Now, why is it that these products are so unique? It's because it's due to the patent in microfiber. It's dissected, so it's cut lengthwise into eight pieces, and so it creates the space. Then they are twisted. The fiber is twisted and cut again, and it's 100% caterpillar effect formed. So, for example, the cleaning cloth for dishes cleaning cloth. If you put all fibers together, the length would be 43 kilometers. It's just how amazing. And apparently the car wash cloth, if you put all fiber, actually untwisted it would cover the whole area of Moscow, which is absolutely amazing. And this is a short demonstration of how it works. As soon as the cloth touches the surface, anything that's in there, it absorbs it and keeps it inside. That's why it doesn't leave any smudges, and it keeps inside, and then any pathogens or bacteria or anything that actually kills. So I'll play that again. That's amazing, isn't it? Now, I would like to tell you a little bit more about nano silver, because I know we all say, oh yes, nano silver. We all know that it's got nano antibacterial properties, and it's we kind of take it for granted. But I thought it was quite important to look into it a little bit more, because what it does when we go, oh, it's like a miracle. Yes, it does. And yes, you can clean the surfaces with water only. And with the combination of the patented fiber and nanosilver particles that are actually inside of the cloth, that's what makes these products unique. And so you can easily clean the bathroom and kitchen and everything else only using water, because nanosilver particles kill 650 different pathogenic bacteria. That was tested, so that's proven. Then all fungi, viruses, yeast, and parasites. This little picture is actually, that's the compound, that's the silver that it's made out of. Some of us might know it under the word of colloidal silver. However, that is bigger particles than nanosilver particles. These are the smallest ones that are made. By the way, the source from this is from a webinar which Michaela Kroese from Netherlands did on. It's about an hour and a half long, and it's reviewed to be the best one. She's actually from a company called Nano Minerals. They because they don't, obviously silver is not the only one that has these qualities, but of course the nanosilver is in these cloths. So it's the most natural antibiotic. It acts as a second immune system. And especially in these days, during the corona times, it's very beneficial, because we there is emphasis on using all the antibacterial washes that contain a lot of chemicals and dry our skin and cause us more harm. Therefore, if we use the cloths and just try to boost our immune system, you can actually consume nanosilver internally, but we have the advantage of using it externally through using these products. It was used from the year of 1900 by ancient Romans and Chinese and Greek, and they by using putting the silver in their food, because that boosted their immune system. Then it was also registered as official medicine, but in 1938 its registration was revoked, and it was by coincidence the same year as when penicillin was invented. So suddenly silver was not registered as official medicine anymore, and it was taken, all of the research, all of the studies and everything that proved were mostly taken off the media and registration and all the bodies that could approve of it. We know why it is, because of course you cannot patent silver. It's a natural compound, so you cannot patent it. But since then it was used in various industries like aviation, NASA, aerospace, and you would say that if you look it up, they might say, oh, silver causes this condition called argyria, where head or the skin turns blue or grey blue. This used to happen. There are a few cases like that in the past, but it's not happening anymore, because it was due to the bad quality of silver. But it does not happen with nanoparticles and with the good quality silver these days. You cannot trend blue. So do not worry when you see something like that. That is a thing of the past. And some people make it at home, and if it's not good quality and the particles are bigger, then it might happen, but otherwise you're safe. The size of the nanosilver is so small that it's 1/80,000th of a hair, parameter of a hair. And when a bacteria collides with nanosilver, it destroys its DNA and RNA, and it deprives it of oxygen, and it dies. So what's happening with the bacteria, that when we clean our surfaces, patented microfiber absorbs every single pathogen and bacteria and dirt and dust that is on the surface. It gets inside, and then these nanosilver particles destroy it. So it's very safe, and it's so innovative, and to me, it's revolutionary. I think it's something I've never seen before. I would like to show you my own experience, because I can't really show you how under microscope, or I don't have a lab where I would show you how this bacteria is killed. But this is an example of my stepdaughter. She's got stables for horses, and she was painting a fence, and she didn't use any gloves, and this wood dye got on her arms. I didn't know this, but when I saw her one day, I saw her arm being like with these brown patches on her arm. However, she had it all the way up. This is already cleaned on this side. Her arm was covered in these brown patches, and I was asking her if she's got skin condition or what happened. And she told me that she was using this chemical, and it got on her arms and her hands, as you can see here. Some splashes were actually around her neck and shoulders because it was a hot day. And that happened 5 days before I saw her, and she could not get rid of it. She tried apparently everything. She went to the chemist. She tried different cleaners, I don't know, soaps, paint strippers, lemon, vinegar, everything. Apparently she could not get it off, and she was scrubbing it. She said her arm was almost bleeding. 5 days later, this is the state of her arm. And because she only lives 10 minutes away, I thought, okay, let me try this. So I went to get our cloth, and I wet it, squeezed the water out of it, and then put this cloth around her arm for 20 minutes. And then it just started coming off. Then we were literally just going over, and this is the half of her arm that got cleaned, and the other half that was still dirty. So that was amazing, and she could not believe it. We could not believe it. She was so happy, because, as I said, she tried for so long, and she tried everything that she could use, and she couldn't do it. So that is an example of this nanosilver, because this cloth, this yellow corduroy cloth, I think it's called, it contains nanosilver particles. And this is the proof how it works, because I didn't know any other way of how to show you how it actually works, but hopefully that helps. So yes, their product, Greenway products, they are 100% organic cleaning ones. There's only using water. It cannot be used with any chemicals, because it would stick, the fiber inside would stick together, and it would get damaged. So you cannot, please don't use anything. If you think that you're going to wash the dishes and it's something you're going to use the washing powder or clean dishes with, just a little bit of chemical, please don't do that. Also, there's a certain way of how to look after them as well. So, and yes, they're affordable and available for every single family, and anybody can use them, and I think everybody should use them. So it's not only that we are helping ourselves, because by not using chemical products that are toxic to us, not only that we are strengthening our immune system and improving our health, we also are helping our planet, because when we pour these chemicals down the drain, they eventually end up in our oceans, and our oceans are in big trouble. There were articles and articles about how they are deprived of oxygen, and yet they're the biggest, the producer of Earth's oxygen. Also, there's a home to more than 80% of life on Earth. They regulate our climate, and they cover 71% of our planet. So it's very important, and we need to look after our planet. And as Stephen, sorry, I'll come to that. Sorry. We can all do our bit. So if only one person does it, it's not gonna change the world really. But if none of us do it, then nothing will get done. And we can all do our bit and start from ourselves. I think when there is an option, when there is this option to use Greenway products, why wouldn't we? So I definitely recommend them. I think you've seen this video before, but it's only a short one. It's such a shocking information that I will play this again, because by using the chemicals like the sprays for bathroom cleaning and kitchen cleaning, they are so toxic and so damaging when it gets to our body. It gets on the membrane of the lungs, and it damages our lungs the same way as if we smoked 20 cigarettes a day. Now, this is obviously by regular use of these products. It's been a study done by Scandinavian University. And what they suggested was that we can replace them with microfiber cloths and water. So these are the scientists telling us, and as we know, Leonid Morganov is a scientist as well as a great businessman, so he knows what he's talking about. And it's not just him, there's a big whole team of scientists behind it. So this just sums up the study, and it's what it's telling us is that people, especially with conditions like asthma, skin conditions, with cancer, or anybody who's got lower immune system, this only adds to it. It's not just the diet and pollution, and yes, we have that, and we can affect it, and it's our personal choice how we do that. And the same for cleaning products, but until now there were not that many different options. But now we have this option to use these products using water only. We can make that decision and help ourselves and our planet. This is an example of the actual toxins that are in washing powder or in gel for washing clothes. If you look at the bottles that you're using, not just cleaning products, but also washing powder and washing gel, there are a lot of signs at the back of it. And the reason for it is because, so they are, but also you cannot see a lot of the ingredients in there, because by law they're not required to put all the ingredients, label them and state them. One of them that is in washing powder is this 1.4 dioxane, and also phosphates that are very toxic to us, and they act as human carcinogen. So that means they cause cancer. And also they put these brighteners, for the clothes to be nice and clean. Again, they're very toxic, not just to us, but to marine life as well. Shall I play this video? I've reduced it to a couple of minutes. I don't know. Is there anyone new who would like to see it? Because if everyone saw it last week, then I'm going to move on. It's basically about the. I see. Chat. Sorry. It's about. It's a short video from a film called The C Word from Netflix, and it's about cancer. And even though it's American, it's telling us that we don't have their legislation is not there, basically, that we don't have to. Can we see it, please? Okay, no problem. So what I'll do, I will go to my Netflix because, where are we? I will play it from here. Because apparently last time it wasn't very good quality.
Diet with our planet and our bodies for 60 years with.
Hold on.
Moi qui pensais que j'avais abîmé mon sperme avec mon...
So it starts here.
Tiens.
World War II, the chemicals that were created for the war machine entered
Don't
the
see
manufacturing
Can you see
and
everyone?
agricultural
Don't see
industries
them.
here at
No.
home. Synthetic chemicals, which made for cheap, new,
No, we can't
longer-lasting products,
Okay, hold on.
flooded the
Let's see
market,
again.
but remained untested for safety to humans.
Can you see it?
No.
Okay, I'll go back to the video then that I had here.
Yes.
Okay, where are we? So let me see this one. Okay. Hold on.
Perfect. Thank
Can
you.
see it now?
Chemicals that were created for the war machine entered the manufacturing and agricultural industries here at home. Synthetic chemicals, which made for cheap, new, and longer-lasting products, flooded the market, but remained untested for safety to humans. And those toxins still remain in many of our products today. So unlike the exercise and nutrition pillars, where we're often fighting against our own bad habits and enigmas, the struggle with the toxin and the cancer pillar begins with trying to find out what dangers are hiding in plain sight.
Shiny suns, we're shiny suns, we shine like only shiny sun. Morning! You've forgotten us already?
Chemical residue left over from your cleaner.
Made from toxic ingredients. We give you the impression clean.
And then we get to watch you clean.
I think there is a fundamental assumption by consumers that when they go into a store, no matter what the product, that somebody somewhere has tested it and is protecting them, that it is safe to buy if it's out there. And that is just a false assumption. There is no pre-testing. You are the guinea pig. What kind of pre-market testing is required by the FDA of ingredients before they're allowed to go into products?
There is no pre-market approval requirement. Companies are responsible for ensuring that the products they market are safe, but they are not required to submit the results of testing to us.
So, the Fox reports whether chickens are dying in the chicken coop. I think that's pretty hilarious.
I'll put it
Hair
down.
care option
Yeah.
does work, I have to say.
The FDA still did nothing, and the product is still available on the market.
Just skipped it because that
It's a
wasn't that
sunscreen product.
interesting to me. I think this is more really important
Two
here.
ingredients in the product were flagged for higher hazard concerns, and that was fragrance and vitamin A.
Two ingredients I found like two most harmless.
Fragrance and a vitamin Exactly.
If you look at your labels, often it just says fragrance.
In many products,
There's
just
a lot
fragrance.
of chemicals that could be hidden in there. You may have used something that caused a rash or itching, but you probably didn't think that there could be carcinogens, cancer-causing chemicals.
I mean, feel my hair, Mom. Feels nice.
That's really nice.
We've been on a test diet with our planet and our bodies for 60 years, with dumping all manner of toxins out there, and the results are coming in, and we see this in rates of disease and environmental contamination.
So that is, yes, that is just an example of, not example, but it's an eye-opener. I know it's in America, but it's an eye-opener to us that really what we've been conditioned using by these big corporate companies for many years is damaging slowly without us noticing. It's slowly and quietly and daily and causing all of these, because we can't prove it from daily, we can't see it straight away. Well, can't prove it, we can, but obviously not directly. We don't pay much attention to it. I would like to now invite Zuzana Kiralova, that is, because last week you spoke to Oscar, right? Oscar's got a cleaning company, he's a professional, he's also a Greenway partner, and but however, people might think, oh well, yes, but he's professional and I don't have a cleaning company. Well, then I would like to wanted to speak to somebody who is real, like really in the sense of everyday cleaning, everyday use of the product. And I would like to invite Zuzka, who's Oscar's sister, and she lives in Slovakia. She's a secondary school teacher, teaches English. Let me unmute you. Hi, Zuzka.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Well, welcome to the. I'm really grateful that you joined us. Could you tell us something? Introduce yourself. What you do, and what your story is behind Greenway, as well.
So as you said, I'm a regular person with a normal household, dirty kids and dirty cars, and I'm a teacher as well, so with a very, very busy life. And how did I get to Greenway? So that is very interesting, I would say, because a very special person to me, as you introduced him a second ago, decided that I should deserve a package of these cloths. And so he registered me, and then he sent me a package, and I opened it, and I kept it on my table for like 2 days, looking at it. Such a nice package, and I was like, so what I'm going to do with that? And then I tried. So I started with those cloths, each day another one, and I love them.
I really like this, because this is an example as well how you can start building your network. Because of course, by using Greenway products, it makes us happy. It makes me very happy, because I'm very happy when I can clean everything with using water only. And I also want to make my loved ones happy, because they're obviously the close people to me. So it's your parents and siblings, and I believe now your mum uses Oscar's mum uses clothes as well, which yes. Of course my sister does, and my brother does, and my mum does, and that's how you can start, because obviously they have friends, and then they keep going. So there's a really good way of starting your own network if you want to. Greenway seriously. So Zuzka, as I said, I invited you because it's for Europroof, and I would like to hear some of your experience, because you have a, as you said, busy household, 2 beautiful daughters, loving husband, but yet there is still so much to do. And I think the children are the ones that they're our future generation, and it's very important for us to teach them. And if we show them the example of how it can be done, that we don't have to use these chemicals like we have been conditioned for using them. If kids from young age start using them, that will become a norm once they grow up and they have their own households. Of course, they can then carry on to future generations. So how would you say, obviously, I'm going to play this little short video, if you don't mind, where your girls joined in. They like cleaning with these.
They loved it.
Which is brilliant, because you wouldn't want to. Did you let them do it before when you used chemicals? Did you use chemicals before?
No, I just let them to just wet the car. That was all they could do, nothing else.
Okay.
And now they could do the whole thing, and I could just make a video and enjoy my coffee. So it was nice, enjoyable.
What about at home? Like when you clean the bathroom or kitchen or windows?
They didn't help me before with the bathroom. They helped me with the kitchen. And after I've seen your videos with all those sprays and chemicals, so I feel sorry for myself that I made them do it. But now they go for a sponge and they go for a yarn cloth, and they like doing it. And now they know that just water, no chemicals is around in the kitchen. You can't find it. So I've hidden them, all of them in a laundry downstairs. Brilliant. So they can't get to it. And I like it.
Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, no, it is. Don't judge yourself and anybody else. Don't beat yourself up, because I think it's never too late. Look how old I am. And yeah, I don't know, I was using products before, and now it's such an eye opener. So we don't have to, oh, sorry. It's the video from the girls joining in and washing the car using our Lux car cleaning cloth. I think you have the bigger one, don't you? There's smaller one, medium size, and oh, thank you. And who is this? Your daughter?
That's my daughter, yeah. The older one as well.
Oh, can you hear you now?
And here is the other one.
Sorry, yeah, what a great demonstration. Who was that?
That's my another daughter. I got two daughters, and she's 10 years old. That's lovely.
Great. The great helper. I'm really pleased. That's brilliant. And would you say is the car cloth your favorite one, or do you have a favorite products that Greenway offers?
So I love them all. I can't really say which one is my favorite. I like this car cloth, but I have to hide it from my husband, unfortunately, because he is quite worried that I'm going to scratch the car. As you can see, we've got quite a new car. But I did it like 3 times by now. Once he'd seen it, the other times he was at work, so I could do it without his. Can
he speak English? Can he hear us?
No, luckily he's downstairs, so I'm safe here.
Because he doesn't know. He doesn't want to cause any domestic problems.
No.
But I'm sure he will appreciate it in time, won't he? Once he knows that the car.
Yes, in the afternoon I've told him, can you see a difference in the car? And he said, oh, it looks clean. And I said, so I used the cloth again. And are you sure it's okay? And I said, yes, you can have a look. So, and he wouldn't bother anymore, because before he was washing the car. So now he's got one job less.
Oh, please, that's brilliant. And do you have any wow moments from like your experience? Anything like the oven door or windows cleaning?
Windows. Oh, I hated cleaning the windows, and this was the first cloth I've tried. And I took out the orange cloth, and I was like, well, I've got like 10 minutes before I go and get my girls from school, because it was just after the lockdown. So I had like 10 minutes, like my mom said, don't be, you can't do it. It's 10 minutes. You need for one window at least a half an hour. No, I am just taking a chair, and I started to do it. And I did a whole windows, which is a set of 3 windows. And I had time easily to go and get my kids. And she was like, you finished? And yes, I did. And she went to have a look, and it was clean. So I loved it because it's quick. It's very good, and it's a quick way to wash the windows. And also with this cloth, I have a new mirror in my one of my bathrooms, and I couldn't make it nice and clean. Always, there was always something on it. And I was like, okay, so that's a kind of window which is never going to be clean. I tried everything, really everything on it. And I said, oh, so this orange cloth is going to be the last one I'm going to try. So I just wet it and went through the whole window, whole mirror, and it's nice and clean. So it was very surprising for me that finally, after like 2 months, the mirror is nice.
Oh, I'm pleased. Yes, because that's what happens by using chemicals. Those always leave some kind of a film that we cannot see, and it acts as glue. We mentioned that last week as well. So all the dirt and dust, it attracts it and it stays on it and it gets dirtier. So sometimes people say, oh, it leaves smudges, and what happens is the chemicals left some kind of a film still on those surfaces, so it will take a couple of times or a few times until they are all gone and until you see the proper effects of using the product. So if that happens, please don't panic. Believe me, they do work, and don't give up. Just keep using them, and you will see the results that you hear about. So if that is and also, as you said, it saves time massively, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It does save time. And as you mentioned, the dust. That's the second thing. I was really surprised because I tried the blue Uyut cloth, universal cloth. And I tried it around the TV, which was like every second day I had to dust it because it was the worst place in my whole household. And it was always dusty. I got used to it. It's just always dusty and I can't help it.
Right.
So when my mom came as well that week, so I dusted it and I left it like that. And after 5 days, I asked my mom, "Why are you dusting in the living room?" And she said, "No, I was in a garden always." But because it's strange, because there is no dust around the TV. Why? What's happened? So of course I called Oscar. Can that be possible that there is no dust? And he said, "Yes, that's Greenway." And I said, "Lovely. I like it."
Yeah, it's exactly that, and it's got anti-static properties, so qualities, and it does, as you said, that's what happens because there is nothing left on. No, even like when you clean it with anything, if it's a washing up liquid or those furniture cleaners, they do leave a film on top of it, and then it literally sticks, all dust and everything sticks to it. I also have a friend of mine, English neighbor, that she cleaned, not neighbor, but ex-neighbor, and they have a building site next to them. She cleaned her car. And she said usually when she cleans the car, because of the building site, the car is dirty literally within the next day. And she said, oh, and now it's like 5 days, look, and it's still clean. So even on cars it works when it's much longer for the dirt to show. So that's
definitely
great quality. And so I'm really pleased that you get the whole family involved. What message do you think these kids are getting by using the cloths?
So now they know that there is no need to chemicals, and the water is enough to clean. The water is enough to take off their. Actually, they used some face painting and they couldn't get rid of it, and they didn't know that I've got a special nega cloth. And they were rubbing their faces. They had like black painting all over their faces. And after that, they were red because they were rubbing it with different, I left my cosmetics in the bathroom. So they tried my stuff and they couldn't get rid of it. And I said, okay, so I'm going to give you my nega cloth, try it. In 2 seconds, it was off. So now they know that what's the difference using the chemicals and using a special cloth with water. So, and they don't need any washing up liquid now in a kitchen. They don't look for any chemicals after we use it just for a month. So, and they don't need it.
So much more experience. Of course, Niega, as Zuzana mentioned, Niega contains nano-silver particles, so it was able to absorb, of course, all those pathogens and all the bacteria that was on it. I have Zuzka with you. if you allow me, I would like to do our weekly bubble hat. And last week we had Ultra cloths in there and Involver. What do you think is inside today? Should we have a look? It's not cloths, it's something else, because we are talking about the chemicals that were, chemicals that are inside washing powder and our, like for washing clothes. We know that we wear clothes every day, right? And we sleep in bed sheets every day. So we are covered with it every single day. And as you read on the slide before, that 1.4 dioxane and phosphates and everything else, because that is just one of like the couple that are really damaging and toxic. They stay inside, and it takes literally 20 to 30 washes before they actually wash out. Greenway came up with these natural products. Zuzka, do you use these as well?
Yes, I do. I've got them in my present package as well.
Oh, very nice, good. So they came up with these natural washing strips. They come in 3 different types, as you can see on this picture, and they are all natural. There's no chemical products in there whatsoever. So I've got them out there because I use them. I'm sorry, I use them for everything, and they are used. They're multi-purpose. Actually, look, you can have a little pin that you can pull it with.
We can smell them.
Smell amazing. They're all different. They contain oils that, like all essential oils. So this one has got coconut one. Verona, which is for ladies' lingerie, is very, very like smell of flowery. I would say Zuzka, no, like flowers to me. There's got macadamia oil in it. It's absolutely beautiful. I think it's like flowers. And also there is orange, which is nani, and that doesn't have any. That's got aloe vera inside. It doesn't smell. There's no color to it. And what you do, you put your washing inside the wash machine, and depending on the size of your wash, it's usually use 1 strip for 1.5 kilos of washing. So you put that on top of your washing and turn the wash machine, and it cleans it really, really nicely. They're all, it's innovative. They're based on these vegetable components, and they are not only used for washing. Well, that's what they are intended to, but we use them for many other, we have other uses. A lot of girls wash their hair with it. You can also put it inside water to make a hand wash. Or you just put like dilute it with water. Then you can wash your pets with it, your dogs. They smell really nicely. I don't have a doggy, so I can't say, but a lot of girls do, and apparently they smell really lovely. You can also put it in when you wash your floor. Oscar mentioned that yesterday during the webinar about products, about mops. It smells very nice. Some girls put it in a hoover when you actually hoover. So the smell is very nice, and also you can wash the clothes with it as well. If you look at versus traditional washing powder, there's a little video. Hold on. How can I mute this? I'm gonna mute it because it is. I'll just let it play. A friend of mine, Sashka, did this video where she diluted this capsule, traditional one that we used to use, and then she diluted a 1 stripe, and the result is the one on the right. So you can see how naturally when it does dissolve, it's just pure. There is no no chemicals left, and it cleans it nicely. I haven't used anything else since I had Greenway. Zuzka, do you use these strips for washing clothes?
Yes, I do my washing with those stripes. So I finished using my washing gels, and I didn't get any new ones. So, and I don't have the Verona yet. So this is going to be in my next package.
Yeah, I know. And do you know what they say? They say, oh, they're expensive, or it works out more because they're about €12, 20, I think, to 45 or something, and there's 60 strips in each box. So it depends on what you say wash, because you can put 3 or 2 strips in each wash, or 4 or 5. I actually put almost 5 because I always have a lot of washing. But you know what? When I go to Tesco or wherever, any other shopping, when I used to buy washing powder, they didn't give me cashbacks for this, but now I just get these free. And when they say, well, it's more expensive, well, just by recommending to somebody else, you get cashback and your gifts according to the marketing plan. And now it doesn't cost me anything. When before it was £8 for a bottle in here. In England, so they're not cheap. I'm sorry, this is cheaper. This actually they're free now. Definitely recommend and don't want me. I think definitely thumbs up. It's one of the best things that Greenway does. One of the other products, because apart from cleaning, we've got Mystic Paste and Mystic Powder. All the other stuff that is available to us really is our cloths, but these are actually cleaning products. Well, there's a stain remover as well. So I'm pleased you like them, and it's really nice. Again, we can educate the whole family. Well, bring them up the way, bring the kids up using these strips, because there isn't really any way. I suppose vinegar, you could use vinegar as a natural product, but these ones smell very, very nicely. Zuzka, how do you approach people? What do you say to them? For example, I know you're a teacher, and what I do know about you is that you have communication with other schools across Europe.
Yes. So I approached first of all, I had to try the products, because I couldn't tell anyone that, look, this is good, but I haven't tried it. So first of all, I had to try them. I made sure that really it works, and what I've heard from my brother and what I've seen in all those videos, it's correct and it's right. So when I try them, then I've told my colleagues at work that if they want to wash windows over the holidays, they can wash it with cleaning products, and that it can take them 1 or 2 days, or they can try this cloth and it will take them like 2 hours, which is a difference when you clean some windows all around the house. I tried to count them, how many windows I've got, and I finished after 25. So I said I'm not going to count them anymore. But definitely it's better. So I've told my colleagues. Then I went to my hairdresser, and when you sit at the hairdresser, it takes time. It's not like 2 minutes and you leave.
No, unfortunately. Nice time to relax anyway. I'm sure it's nice to be pampered.
So we had a chat, and she said, oh no, so many works to do around the house when I finish at work. And I said, so why do you want to do these things with chemicals, and why do you want to do it that long? Because I know an easier and quicker way. So, and she said, oh, it's worth to try. And also today I received a message from my colleague who ordered those cloths, and she said she's got a house, she's got a puppy, she doesn't have a time because she's helping out around the church and they have a camp. But she had the time to wash all the windows in the meantime. And she said the clothes are just amazing.
I'm pleased.
So
this is what keeps me going as well, because I really love the feeling of helping somebody, and I love making somebody else happy. And when they have that wow moment, I just feel so happy, and it just makes me keep going really and move, like telling the others. Because it is, I know there's a lot of skepticism, there's a lot of reasons why not. To me, I'm sorry, there's no brainer, and it does tick all the boxes because there is absolutely nothing to lose. It solves a lot of problems, from all the health problems to by using not eliminating chemicals, but cleaning products, but also for personal hygiene, because now my family, we all wash our body with water, and the makeup removal, because we've got wonderful products that for ladies and for men, don't forget, and it's so it helps us enormously, really. I know we can't see it straight away, but I can feel it on my skin, how different it is, and there's no spots or anything that would be there, or cellulite. I don't know if you use it, Zuzka, but I must say my cellulite's gone. I don't know if you think you're crazy, but it definitely works. So for ladies, yeah, definitely thumbs up. So it's not only that. My why is the biggest one, because I have done a lot of personal development where for many years I've gone on a lot of courses and spent tens of thousands, literally. And a lot of it was about the whole lifestyle and how governments and companies, and just like even in that video when they said a lot of stuff goes on in the background that we don't know about. And these chemicals are one of the things that are part of like big corporate companies that we don't, as our little selves, don't really have a chance to fight. But we can this way, by not using them, because they are damaging, but they don't care, because it's all money making to them, because it's a product that we buy regular basis, almost daily, just like food and pharmacy. That's why pharmaceutical and food industry are on every commercial, like their products are on every commercial, because they want us to buy it, and they put it on there so that we get conditioned to do that, because it's about spending more and more and more money. And if you are going to do a webinar on pharmaceuticals and doctors and health, then don't get me started. So I'm not going to go into it. But it is it's a chance for us to do this. So that's my second very big why to do this. Of course, the third one is looking in the garden, because it's nature. The third one is not to pollute the planet if you don't have to. And again, there is this option. And if Greenway comes up with a solution to a car or whatever, something really clean, by all means, I'm in. So it's and the fourth one, last but not least, is yes, it's a great job opportunity, and it is for absolutely everybody. Everybody. You don't have to have any education. You don't have to have any qualifications. Only experience of using this fantastic product. And it's not when people say, oh, they're expensive, or I have to spend 300, 400 pounds, or no, you don't have to. You can do, and I did, because I wanted to. And I wanted to create my eco household. But yet, do you know what? That money is all came back to me now. Basically I bought these products for free. I still have a job that I have full-time job that I don't enjoy doing, actually, because I really love promoting these or recommending these products. So I would love to do Greenway even full-time, because I find it very meaningful, and it gives me the purpose, because it's a little battle, really, that we are winning against this bad world. No, it's lovely, it's beautiful. So it does give you a job opportunity, and if we will do, I know we will at some point, we will do a webinar about explaining marketing plan. I don't know when, but we will, once we have the people there, if they're interested. And everybody gets rewarded very fairly, and it's great. So I think that we have not just cashbacks, but there's travel bonus and there's car bonus, and we already have 2 people in Slovakia, in our Slovakian team, that applied for a Mercedes, which is one of the C class. Obviously, it depends on which one. And really, I was going to say, we've only been in the company for the past since February. Now, I've been working for this company that I'm still working. I've been there for like 15 years. I'm sorry, I didn't get Mercedes after 3 months, and I haven't gone or haven't doubled my cashback in my, I would say, okay, salary. And I'm not a leader, but I'm a proof that even though I don't go leader yet, I don't go, I don't know, the rocket speed. I have a full-time job. I've got 2 teenagers, so yes, busy household, busy lifestyle, and just do slowly, but that network keeps going. And we get awarded for 9 lines in depth and unlimited width. So tell me, what is just such an amazing opportunity, because in here, like the job that I'm working on for this haulage company, I know what I'm going to get next month, and I have been more or less for the past 15 years. With this opportunity, business opportunity, whoever wants to take it further, there's a chance to double it every month. In few months' time, and Russians are a proof of it. There are tens of thousands that they are getting dollars, and or 10,000, 20,000. So there's a lot of them. I'm not saying everyone, and everyone gets rewarded for the work that they do. So, of course, if you're just going to sit and not tell anybody, then it's not going to happen. But if you are active, and I think the key is just not to stop, and that's the biggest thing really that we can do. So if you don't, and you do the good for yourselves, for the people that you tell them, and for our planet, to me that is absolutely no-brainer. So I know that the people, we are at the beginning. That's one thing. It's a proof that it works. There are about 140,000 families, eco families, that are created every month, and that would not happen if that didn't work. So the people that are here, we are in the right time at the right place, and we have this opportunity. To me, it's an opportunity. It's not even I don't know, a job or anything. It's an opportunity in every single way. And if anybody's got any comments, negative comments about Greenway, or when people say, I have had various comments, for example, they're expensive, or it's a con, oh yes, another MLM, and oh, the products. Every single one is not actually valid. Sorry, no, they're not expensive. If you want expensive, and that's why they work as well, because one of the things that they said, they have to be affordable for a product to be successful, as Forbes said, like the companies, and they do. And they are not, yes, MLM, all MLM companies have amazing products, because that's what they have to be MLMs, because otherwise these amazing products would not be known to people. And even Greenway cloths, if you saw it on a shelf in the market, you would not know what qualities it's got. So it's up to us to actually share this mission and vision. It's great opportunity, and by just creating the network. What Greenway does as well is they usually do meetings. So they invite people and you can get together. Because of Corona, of course, we can't do this, or it's very limiting. So they decided to do World Marathon. This week, it's every 2 weeks. We've already had 3 of them. This is the 4th one. They are in different languages, so any Slovakian speaking as well, or I think there was German. We had English last time. If you go to Greenway website, where go to products and there is events, you can buy a ticket where you get under your name. You can buy a ticket for €7.90 and be part of it. It's about 4 hours. Again, we are going to get together with Oscar and with some of our Greenway friends and some new people, so that we watch it together and we do some Greenway demonstration as well. So again, if there are people who are in Kent, in London, or anywhere, if you'd like to travel, by all means, please contact us and you can join us. We do barbecue and goulash and we have very, very good time. And that's what I love. That's why I love doing Greenway as well, because they're like, then I can interact with people and connect with people like Susanna and Oscar and many other. And we will have, obviously, next few weeks, you'll meet some others. And they're like-minded people, and I really enjoy doing that as well and being connected. So yeah, I invite you to that. And I would like to wrap up now. I prepared a tiny video that was only about a couple of minutes video from Robert Kiyosaki, who is the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And you've probably heard of it or probably read the book. I don't know if you have, anyone who's here. But I don't know if it's going to play because like my Netflix didn't play. I don't know how I'm going to play it now because I was going to do it off YouTube. So if it doesn't play, apologize. I will do that next time. I'll do like a little shot so I can put a video inside and we can talk about it, because it's basically about that when it says, if not now, then when? Because what are we waiting for? There isn't, if anyone says, oh yeah, okay, maybe you talk to someone, and a lot of people say, oh yeah, I'll think about it, I'll have a look, and think about what? Think about like, I'll wait until more toxins get in my body. I'll wait until more chemicals go into the oceans. We'll wait. There isn't. Well, why? We don't need to wait. But it's up to everybody. Again, we can't judge. We can't make people to do anything. I'm really grateful for people that have understood and seen the vision of Greenway and mission. And I'm grateful for every single one of you that is here and that is sharing this road, the journey, like it shows on the picture. So, Susanna, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you, everybody, for your comments, for your company. If you have any questions, are there any questions? Because I'm going to wrap up or even go further. So thank you. Thanks, Milan, and everyone who's here, Sonia. Good. So I'm going to play this video. If it doesn't play, I do apologize. And I would like to wish you a very lovely evening and the rest of the week and weekend, because as I said, Thursday is a new Friday, so it's a weekend's almost there. But it's a great day for each day. It's a great day. And a lot of success with everyone, with Greenway. So I'm going to try if this is going to work. If not, then I do apologize. Now then, if I can you still see what I'm doing on my? Yeah. Okay, let's see if oh, it's here. I think it's this one. Yes. Can you see this, YouTube? Yes. Oh, you can. Good. Let's see if it's going to play.
An immature form to an adult form. Metamorphosis is the same as a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. And Fuller always said there's nothing to predict a butterfly inside a caterpillar. So everybody listening right now, if you're struggling financially, just think of yourself as a little caterpillar. And this crisis is your cocoon. The question is, what do you emerge as? Do you emerge as a victim? You know, the world did that to me, and the capitalists are crook, and the rich are bastards, and all this stuff? Or do you say, oh, this is the best thing that ever happened to me? The same as my health. I am ground zero of the coronavirus. All that does is inspire me to get healthier. You're either going to get healthier and wealthier, or you're going to go bust. Your choice. It sits between your ears, your heart, your body, your mind, your spirit, your attitude. This could be the best thing that ever happened to you. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. If you turn out to a butterfly, or somebody will step on you like a little worm. It's your choice. Now, if you're in trouble today, My message is not so kind. This is hard talk, not happy.
That's all what I wanted to play, really. He goes on as well, but I thought when I saw this video, that was very, very, oops, appropriate. Where am I now? That was very appropriate because now is the chance. A lot of people, especially during these times, we can say that it's a time, and it's up to us how if we see this as an opportunity or time for depression, as the government calls it. So I'll leave that with you. Have a good evening, everybody.